Cake Craze, Cake Craze, Cake Craze. Can you imagine if they actually made this event worse? Oh wait, they did. Anyway, that's my introduction for that. Before we actually take a look at the now worse version of Cake Craze, before that I do want to share with you an image that people have been seeing in game. I have seen it in my own game, but apparently there's going to be some free breeding tokens given away in game. So essentially you just need to log in to DML like it says on the screenshot on July 25th GMT to get 3 breeding tokens for free. I guess GMT would be at midnight on that new day, but either way it shows 3 dragons here. We've got Bounty Hunter, who, you know, legendary that people have wanted, Bubble, who's got the fetus egg, and we've got the Artisti dragon as well. That's obviously not his in-game name. But the thing about this, it sounds like a fantastic concept to, you know, give out free breeding tokens. But if people are busy breeding other things, they might not have really the time to breed them. And plus, it does say 3 breeding tokens. But is that random, or is that these 3 guaranteed? I think we still need some more information about this, and I haven't really seen it. But imagine if there were more tokens in the pool and it just gave away random ones. That would be weird. But, you know, if we do get given 3 random breeding tokens and we just get to choose basically to breed the ones that we don't have, I guess it's an interesting way to get some limited time dragons. For me, I have all 3 of these dragons, so this would be pointless. But, you know, be on the lookout on the 25th. Maybe if you need any of these dragons, we'll see what they are, we'll see what their breeding combinations are, and we'll go from there. So, like I said in the beginning, we have Cake Craze, and, you know, we've had Cake Craze before, and we were sort of assuming that with this being an event that gives us a brand new dragon in the form of Purple Thorn, that, you know, it would be more or less the same thing as what we expect. And it kind of is, you know, Purple Thorn here, he's just an epic, not a fantastic dragon, but he is a dragon that has never been available in game before. And, you know, we've got all of the different milestones. We have to get up to 10,000 points to get him. We've also got a few gems on offer and some season points. But the idea with Cake Craze is to pretty much only do legendary recipes and take legendary and epic ingredients. Because, you know, sometimes the legendary recipes ask for epic ingredients, like this one here is asking for sponge cake and the legendary color wheel. So we'll try and reset for sponge cake and a color wheel and any of the other legendary ones, but it looks like we mainly need the sweetie colors. But the problem with this event compared to before, I didn't actually notice it the first time I played through it. But you'll notice that on those quests that I've just refreshed, it actually has an hour-long refresh time. And that doesn't seem like a lot, but considering that before in Cake Craze it was 10 minutes, people complained that, you know, 10-minute cooldowns that we need to do to finish the event are kind of ridiculous. And so what did Gameloft do? Rather than making the game or the event overall slightly easier, they just made it more difficult by extending it to an hour cooldown instead of a 10-minute one. Now, the argument for not wanting 10-minute cooldowns is obviously expecting players to log in every 10 minutes is kind of ridiculous. The answer to that is not to then force them to still log in every hour, because now, rather than us having multiple chances to miss the 10-minute refresh, if you keep missing the hour refreshes, then you're screwed. Because before in Cake Craze, people used to finish with like a couple of days spare if their RNG was okay. If you had bad RNG, maybe a day or less spare. But these hour-long cooldowns are seriously going to put a strain on people being able to finish the event. Now, does that mean that the event is inherently pay to win? No. I don't think that's going to make the event be pay to win only. But this is just another example of such a pointless change. The main problem with the event, IMO, was the fact that the event was just incredibly boring. Like, it was incredibly boring, it was incredibly annoying, the entire concept is so basic, and it's not interesting. And having to log in super frequently in order to be able to finish the event on time is the main problem. And their solution to that was to give less leeway in the event. I just cannot understand the reasoning, genuinely. At first, it's like I didn't notice, and I was like, hang on, something's not right. I was like, oh, that's right, it used to be 10 minutes. That's what they've changed. They've seriously changed it so that now we have to log in every hour. And we've got less leeway now. All that they've done is made the event more difficult. Now, you can buy your way through the event with gems, of course, now, but it's the same problem. They've given you a way to pay your way through, but inherently just made the event more difficult. And we keep seeing this. More RNG heavy events that they just make more and more difficult every single iteration of them that we get. And I don't know, are they hoping that people don't pay attention? Are they hoping that people just don't notice that it's happening? I mean, we're at the point now where Enchanted Arena here is not even being talked about. Maybe it is internally, but the players aren't getting anything. It's been over a month, and this feature of the game is still broken. And now we're getting Cake Craze, and they're just making it worse. What is going on, Gameloft? What are you doing? It's like it feels sometimes like they are genuinely trying to sabotage their own game. That's what it feels like, because I have seen so many people in the last couple of, like, new events that they've brought out say, you know what? I just don't care anymore. I just really don't want to log in. I know a lot of people that have actually left, and you know, that happens all the time, especially after major events. People always end up leaving because outside of the major events, there's not really much incentive to log in anymore. And if the only incentive to log in is for an epic that you're going to have to put like every 10-minute or hour-long cooldown in to actually get, a lot of people just can't be bothered. You know, they don't find enjoyment from that, I should say. I get why. I get why they do it. Money. Right? I get it. That doesn't mean that the decision is acceptable. Even some of their biggest whales that you've ever seen are questioning them right now. Like, it's gotten to a point where it's getting ridiculous. Like, the free breeding tokens thing? Great. I like that. That's a nice little mini thing. But it doesn't make up for most of your major events being horrible. Just put it out there. You handing out a player one freebie of dragons they probably already have anyway, and then screwing over every other event, doesn't make them feel very happy on average. Just saying. I was going to upload a video about Cake Craze yesterday, genuinely, and seeing the change just, it annoyed me. So I didn't. And it's getting to that point where everything that they do annoys me. Again. Except it's getting worse. It's like we had an okay ancient event, still with the horrible loot boxes in it. That doesn't fix everything else. And it doesn't mean them deciding to make all of their events more difficult is going to be something that's taken very well by their player base either. You know, it's just, I wish that DML wasn't handled by Gameloft. I'm sorry, I wish this game was not a Gameloft game. Like, can someone go buy it? That sounds horrible, but seriously, I feel like it's so difficult to keep being supportive of this game. It's such a pointlessly annoying change to change it from 10-minute refreshers to hour-long refreshers. Because the thing is, the 10-minute refreshers, if the event was only doable if you were logging in every 10 minutes strict, that would be a horrific event. But the thing is, you could do the event a couple of days early if you were willing to log in that frequently. So then just making it more difficult for no compensation, you've just made the event more difficult. You see, this is the problem when developers release something in-game. Like, say they start off and they give you lots of stuff. Well, they don't give you lots of stuff in DML. So they give you very little. And you get used to that. And then they keep taking away. It's like the Dragon Master Pass. Like, oh my goodness, the Dragon Master Pass. We started off where this was giving us a decent amount of stuff. Some people still didn't want to have to buy it because, you know, a Dragon Master Pass in DML is ridiculous of a concept for a game that's like not a competitive multiplayer game that you can play at any time. But, you know, people still didn't buy it. But over time, they just keep nerfing and nerfing and nerfing and nerfing the rewards. And now we get like 0 gems. 25 gems free to play. And what is it? 125, 150, 100, 200 gems. If you pay. Which has been nerfed to like oblivion. Yeah, you get the relics, yeah, you get the other stuff, but if you ever compare the original Dragon Master Pass to the current version, my goodness, they have nerfed it out of the wazoo. I get that they need to make money, I get that they want to make money. I even said that like the beachside habitat stuff, things like this, I'm supportive of that, because it has very minimal play, like actual player impact. Obviously, being able to fit 3 dragons is nice, but most people don't need 3 habitat space for an ancient habitat. That's the sort of thing that I'm fine to purchase. But this stupid obsession with monetizing everything and being like, hey, well, you can buy stuff, you can buy all the parts to it, you like that, we've made the event harder now, and so you might have to buy some stuff now, do you like that? No, Gameloft, I don't like that. But genuinely, it's such a basic event. It's just refresh until you get the legendary and epic stuff and hope that you get the right ingredients and the right recipes. It's just all RNG. It's so boring, it's so annoying, and it's the opposite of a good event. And you've made it worse somehow. Gameloft, seriously, can you just take a look at what the hell you're doing? Like, some of your recent decisions have been... I don't even know how to describe it in a nice way. I genuinely don't know how to describe it in any positive way. Okay? I gave you some positive feedback for the Ancient event, in terms of at least the others were doable free to play, but this is not the way for your other events. My goodness, but... Anyway, that's my mini rant. I used to rant a lot. I tried to hold back, but I'm getting to the point where I can't hold back anymore. So, that's a thing, I guess. I think it's mainly the fact that Purple Thorn is a brand new dragon as well, so obviously a lot of people wanted to get it, and they're like, haha, we've made the event more difficult, hee hee. It's just, if you're a Windows player, having to log in every hour and now having less leeway in the event as a result is just... They can't do it. Most Windows players cannot do that in their day. But whatever. It is what it is. I guess for now, good luck. I hope you get the ingredients that you want, but let me know when you actually finish this Cake Craze event. Let's see, can you still finish with like 2 days spare? Do you finish with like a day spare? And I'm talking like free to play, not if you just paid your way through. I'm not going to be refreshing anything. No skipping, no buying. Why would I do it? I'm not going to waste my gems and money doing that. But anyway, for now, good luck, and look forward to those free breeding den, or the free breeding relic token things, I guess. We'll see if there's more information about that soon. But for now, thanks for joining me, and until next time, I hope to see you then.